I'm going to do this really pretty blue from Essie. It's called Tulips Touch. And then I kind of want to put the sparkly stuff on it. Makes me think of Cinderella's dress. We might just do it on my ring finger, but I might just put it on everything. So I am not great at doing my nails, but I've also never had a professional manicure or pedicure. I just fumble along on my own, and that's just how I do things. And I've managed okay. I had on some really cute nail wraps before the bad nail polish job I did on myself. They were adorable. They were pink with strawberries all over them. And then I tried to do really cute nails, a new method, and it was epically bad. So I have removed that. And we're gonna hope for the best here. I'm actually not a huge fan of Essie polishes. I know a lot of people are, but I just don't love the application, and I find that it actually doesn't last that long before it starts to chip. So yeah, it's not my favorite. I feel like for the price it should be better. I bought this one on sale because I just don't like to pay that much for my nail polish. It becomes unaffordable. There is one nail polish that I love, that I will happily pay for when I can. It is the ILNP nail polish. I always just get mine from Amazon. I don't currently have a bottle because I used up about half of my old one, my favorite, and then it just got dried up and gross. I'd had it for like a year, and then my other one, it also eventually dried up, and I was sad, but I threw it away. And now I wish I'd kept it because I think that there's a liquid that you can add to them to kind of bring them back. And I totally would have done that had I known about it, but I did not. So, in the garbage they went. Alright, not the best paint job ever, but that's okay. As I said, it's not my favorite. I think it tries to go streaky on me. And this one, I wish I had done a little thicker because I really don't want to have to do 2 coats. But we'll see. Yeah. I am definitely not a professional. But I like to keep my nails nice when I can. At least then I can feel like part of me is put together right. And my nails naturally do not grow into the same shape as the others. My 2 pointer fingers, they like to grow longer and skinnier in tips. And I've filed them down, but they tend to curl. I know most people's nails kind of curl, but these ones especially, you can kind of see the edge here. It kind of curls over and goes flat. And if I take too much of that away, then I lose a lot of the stability in my nail. So I don't love doing that, but I did tidy it up. I think yesterday I filed them a little bit. They're getting really long, want to trim them, but if I use nail cutters on them, then I'm going to have to file them all and try to shape them all more again, and it is one of my least favorite things to have to do. Let me think, do we need another coat on there? I think we probably should. Let's see if we can do it without making a mess. But yeah, the INLP nail polish, if you ever get a chance to look at it, it's beautiful. They have glitters and holographics, and man, they're just so pretty, and they have so many colors, so very many colors, and I just love them. Oh, I made a mess there. That's alright, I can clean it up. Alright, does anyone else need a little more? I should just do a second coat on everybody, shouldn't I? But my daughter and I have been getting ready for Ren Fair in a couple of months. I've been making some jewelry, and she crochets the cutest things. I should show you guys before the fair so you can see them. They're adorable, absolutely adorable. And she prices them very reasonably because a lot of people in our area, us included, are not particularly well off, and she wants people to be able to afford them. So her pricing is pretty dang reasonable. Alright, what do we think of our thumbs? They're probably fine. Okay, that's not too bad. Need to dry a little bit, and then after I'm all done, I will go and clean that up. But yeah, so hopefully they'll look kind of like pretty sparkly Cinderella nails. It's a pretty color. I don't mind the color at all. And I mean, it went on okay. Hopefully if I put a glitter coat and then maybe a top coat, they'll not chip as easily. See the little fold in my nail? Yup. That's how they've always grown. My thumbs aren't straight. If you look at them, see my nail kind of goes off that way? Yeah. I think a lot of us have little imperfections in our fingers and in our hands, and that's okay. Nothing wrong with it. I've never had fake nails on either. Okay, I take that back. When I was like a little bitty girl, like 4, 5, 6 years old, I might have had like little fake press-ons. Maybe. I have a vague memory. But other than that, I have never had fake nails. And mine used to shred and break off a lot easier, but they don't so much now. Mostly I think because I have been putting different oils in my husband's hair and massaging them in, and I've been putting hair oil in my hair every so often, and ever since I started to do that, I feel like my nails have just been so much healthier and stronger. And so it's anecdotal, but if you're having trouble with your nail health, maybe just try, getting a good massage with some oils. We usually use like jojoba, pumpkin seed. I have a rosemary peppermint blend that we use. I'm trying to think. I have some other oils that I got, and I'm gonna make a hair oil blend. I have a bottle for it and everything. I just need to get it made, and so I'm gonna just put some in a blend because usually I just sit there and I just squeeze some out of the bottles into my hands and just kind of mix up whatever I feel like putting in his hair that day. And he has very thick, kind of curly, not like really, really tiny curls, but like bigger ringlets. When it's properly moisturized, he has like big ringlets. But he runs his hands through his hair a lot, and so it usually just kind of gets big and fluffy. But he's currently growing it out, and I'm trying to help him get it to grow out a little faster because the top is longer than the sides, and so he'd like it to just kind of grow and get past the awkward stage that we all know it's going to be in for a while. Alright. I need a little bit longer, I think. But yeah. And he asked me, he's like, do you ever, can you do videos when you're like playing with my hair, massaging the oils? And I'm like, I could do a video about that. He's like, okay, because he knows that I'll probably be massaging and playing with his hair longer for a video than the usual, 10-15 minutes I do at night. And so I think that's why he's game. So that would be a fun thing to do. Yeah, I've got a couple spots to clean up, and that's okay. But yeah, so do you do your own nails? Do you have any nail polish brand recommendations? I go to the store and I see so many pretty colors, but some of them I'm like, I just don't. $8 for a bottle of nail polish just feels like it's not in my current price range. And they're not always better either. I've had more expensive nail polishes, and some of them were honestly pretty terrible. I didn't like them at all, so I'm not sure it's worth it to spend more every time. But if you have a brand that generally does a pretty good job, let me know. And yes, my cuticles look dry. It's because they have been, I've had the nail polish remover on them multiple times. And so after all my nail polish settles and dries nicely, I will give them a nice oil massage because, yeah, the poor things deserve it. They've had a rough day. Alright. Come on, nails. Let's dry. It's so humid here. I'm sure that's making them take longer. We should be getting a little less humid, but not really, I guess, because we are going to be getting some rain. Hopefully, we keep getting rain forecast and the sky will get dark and then we don't actually get any rain. And that's frustrating because we're in that time of year where everything's getting really dry outside, and not like pretty fall leaf dry, but like we're parched and dying kind of dry. So it would be really nice to get some actual rain. Alright, should we try it? Should we see if we like it? This one is a special effect glaze in chandeliers. It's just the LA colors. They're inexpensive at Walmart, or you can get them at the Dollar Tree. I think I picked this one up at Walmart or Dollar Tree. I don't think had this one, but it just looked so pretty. I really wanted to try it because the glitter is not completely white. It's kind of, I don't know, you can kind of see a few little very soft shades of like purples and pinks and all kinds of stuff. So it's beautiful, in my opinion. So let's hope that it gives us some really gorgeous, magical looking nails, of course. Of course. It's just how my day is going with nails. I think it's just one of those days. My hands look all dry. They need a good moisturizing. Alright, so let's see how she does. Ooh. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, look. It is totally giving sparkly Cinderella dress. Oh, this is fun. Okay. This nail polish may now be moving off of my it's not my favorite list. As long as it doesn't chip too quick. But guys, look. Hope you can see the sparkle. It's so pretty. Look at that here. Let's compare it. Which is the plain blue, which is pretty, don't get me wrong, but doesn't that just say Cinderella's ball gown? Oh, that is lovely. Alright, let's see if I can polish the other hand without smudging what I just put on. Because I kind of have a tendency to do that, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Alrighty. This is pretty. This redeems my earlier horrible mistake I made. This is beautiful. What do you guys think? Pretty? I know some people don't like anything but like pinks or clear on their nails. My dad would always tell us if we came out with like blue or green nail polish on that it looked like we had fungus growing on our hands. We ignored him and wore it anyway. But I know people have their preferences. I personally think it's beautiful. And yes, there's definitely colors that I don't like to wear on my hands, but that's okay. Oh, look. Oh, so pretty. Okay, let's do the thumbs. And my thumbs have lots of ridges. They have for as long as I can remember. They just grow with ridges. This one's not as bad. The other one is definitely the more ridgy one. Not that that's awful, but see the ridges? They're just there, and they can make nail polish kind of funky at times, and it's fine. I've kind of gotten used to it. Ooh, that one's a little bit patchy. Did you see that? See that? Oh, maybe I should have probably done another coat on those two, and I just didn't do it. I should have, absolutely, but you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Oh, so lovely. Just really pretty. I know that's bothering me, but I will clean up the rest. Oh man, look at that. I hope you guys can really see just how beautiful that looks. It totally does make me think of Cinderella's dress. You know, if I had the ability, I would probably put some little silvery stars, just a couple spots. Just because in the Disney cartoon, you know, like when she's moving around, her dress has like little sparkly spots on it. I think that'd be cute too. So pretty. Oh, we should do a top coat too. I don't have my Sally Hansen Artist nails in here with me. Of course, I'm halfway done in the bottle, and honestly, it's gotten kind of thick. I do have this one sitting here from my earlier oops. It's not the best quality. There are better top coats out there, but it actually still does help protect it. So I don't think it's terrible. It could be a lot worse. You know, I used to have nail oil in a cute little roller that my sister gave me one year, and I'm trying it for Christmas. And it had like little dried flowers in the bottle. It was super pretty. I had it for ages. It just seemed like it never ran out. I'm not sure what happened to it. I've moved enough that, who knows. And we've been here for a long time. This is actually the longest we've ever lived anywhere, like all in one chunk consecutively since I've been married. And yeah, we're coming up on 21 years in December. We're gonna have been married for 21 years, which is just wow. I remember when we had our 10th wedding anniversary, I was like, 10 years. It just felt like forever. I felt like, oh wow, we made it to 10 years, and now we're about to hit 21, and I'm like, you know, it feels like a lot of that just like zipped right by. And that's just kind of how life is. I think sometimes it just feels like it just zips right by. You know, that whole the days are long but the years are short thing? Sometimes I feel like that's accurate. I'll show you if on this nail, can you see the little spots in there? That's actually from mascara, goodness, from eyelash dye. My eyelashes are very blonde and sometimes I dye them. And I always manage to get some on at least one of my nails. And I mean, that's been there for weeks and weeks. It's just going to continue on until it fully grows out. It's not going to go away. I really need to remember to have my nails painted when I do my eyelash dye so that it just gets on the nail polish and not my nails. Not that it's a big deal, but every time I see it, I'm reminded of my clumsiness. But that's okay. Oh, I need some water. I don't know if I can get it under here. Let's see. A little quart mason jar. That's usually what I have my water in. I just fill up a mason jar and drink it and try to keep it replenished throughout the day to stay hydrated. I'm going to clean that up a little too. Messy. Yes, I am messy. Alright, let's see. I think if I press down hard, I'd get an imprint, but it's not like it's coming off. Does that make sense? So usually at this point I will go ahead and put a top coat on and then go on with my day. I usually try to do some work on my phone or just some stuff on my phone while it dries, because if I get up and I'm going around the house and doing stuff, I'll forget and I'll smudge it. Or I'll read a book. I love reading. And I love that we are coming into cooler weather here. In the next month or so, it'll start cooling off nicely. Because then I can go outside. Because we have these chairs. They're like camping chairs, but they're like a hammock chair. They're really comfortable. And I can take one of those outside and sit in the cool breeze with the leaves falling, with a blanket or just a nice cozy sweater, and I can read until the cats and the goats interrupt me anyway. But I love it. I love cooler weather. I don't handle the heat very well. See, I just rubbed that on the... It looks alright. I don't know if I just have some spatial awareness issues. That could be it. It could be. But I just love autumn and I love pumpkins. And jack-o'-lanterns are also cute, or they can be cute. But I love pumpkins. And I love the smell of a fresh pumpkin. When you open it and you're digging the seeds out to carve it, I love the smell. It's just so delightful. And I've never been that into carving pumpkins. My kids really haven't either. They've done it a bit. They actually liked painting them more. But then I started the last couple years. I'm like, if you want a pumpkin, you've got to carve it, not paint it. Because then at least the goats could eat it, or when we had chickens, the chickens could eat it. And I didn't feel like it was just a waste, because then we couldn't even put it in the compost, with the paint. So, but yeah, my kids rarely ask for pumpkins. They're just all older, and they don't really want to mess with it. But I do encourage them if anyone shows a spark of interest in carving one, because then I get to smell it. And I usually help them dig the seeds out, because that can be kind of the monotonous part. Oh, that made them even shinier. Look at that. And I think once I clean them up and I get the cuticles oiled, that it will look even better. So pretty. I'm gonna try not to let that bother me. but it's so pretty. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go and chill and let these finish drying to where they're not so easy to damage. And yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to see them in another video soon.